When we bought the place, it was pretty much run as a set stocking enterprise, so it had quite high rates of stock on it all the time. And what we looked at doing was changing that to move the stock around and give long periods of rest. We don't have a system as such, so we're not what you would call regenerative or holistic, or there's a lot of terms that people use to describe themselves. We don't do that. We monitor the paddocks ahead of the moving herd, and we move the herd into the paddock that's most appropriate at the time.
Oh, she's just had a calf. We might just back up.
The challenge is being disciplined in keeping that stocking rate, because we see some years, like the last 3 years have been really good years. We've had abundant pasture growth. We look at the paddocks and we think there's so much feed there. We could put more animals into that system and benefit, but we have to be disciplined to not do that, because our production system, our farm is based on the theory that we're going light on the country and we're letting the country get back some of the pasture it's growing. When we're walking into a paddock, could be anywhere on the farm, the things we're looking at are the vegetation, the soils, the water, and the animals, the fauna, the native fauna. I would be looking to see if there was a diversity of native species, 100% ground cover, litter layer at least up to my boots, so I'm walking through litter. That would mean that the water that's falling through rainfall, as much of it as possible is going into the ground. We're looking at roughness in the landscape, having fallen logs, rocks, a diversity of species that all help that water get soaked in like a sponge. And then at the bottom of the catchment, I'm looking for clean water coming out through springs, healthy streams, pools of water, and a whole ecosystem around that through our creeks and rivers. One of the key challenges, I think, is that real challenge that people need to make a profit and run a business. But it's about finding the balance and being willing to maybe take some financial cuts to build a resilient ecosystem as your foundation that will then help you weather the storms, and in the long term you'll benefit financially by making good strategic decisions. Building back some of the habitat and landscape elements actually become critical to long-term sustainable production in that landscape. And if we don't do it, if we don't turn around and build back nature, then it's just going to keep going backwards.